Good morning, YouTube. As you can see, I'm still moving around, but that's all right. Oh, I'm just getting up, I guess. No, really, not really. I always set my clock for an hour before it's time to get up, and then fool around until the last minute, trying to figure. Sorry about the lighting, but I'm in a new I'm in a new truck. Um, it's a Kenworth. The last truck I was in was a Volvo, which is a whole lot smaller. Is this thing is a behemoth. I've driven them before, so I mean, I'm already used to it. That kind of thing. That's how they do. Um, but it's still hard to get used to because I guess the other truck was smaller. This thing is huge. It's freaking huge, and again, I'm trying to um, just trying to get used to it. I'm sitting in, as usual, a dark. Uh, if if I haven't was already, this is one of my spots. So normally, any other place I'd have been nervous, but I normally stay. I normally stay here. So it's kind of hard to explain. You know what I'm saying? When you're a truck driver, the places that you have to spend the night and so forth and so on are it's an experience. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, cause that's that. Wait a minute. Oh, that's that's the overhead light. Um, I don't know. It's weird. Uh, well, no, I'm kind of yeah. No, I don't have a ring light. I don't have a ring light, so sorry. No, can do. Oh, I forgot. Hold on 1 second. Let me grab one more thing. I don't need to pick up my load till I think it's like 9 o'clock. So I'll head over there around 8 and get that going. Got to get back into the swing of things. Got bills to pay. You know, I guess I'm a little bit sad because reality has started to kick in. Um, you know, a lot of, I think I've been living in fantasy land for a little while. And the reason behind that is, uh, no, there's no reason behind it because I never, I never done nothing. And now that I started doing stuff, it needed to be paid. So a lot of this stuff got thrown on the credit card. And, you know, it just dawned on me that, yeah, I'm a little slow. It dawned on me that all the money that I'm paying on these credit cards that I use to do these adventures and um, I did all this stuff. I probably could I probably could have did it 10 times over in all the interest that I'm paying. And I think I knew, but you know I just hold on. I think I knew it, but I pushed it aside because when you're young and the teachers tell you to study hard and do all that stuff that I didn't. Um, I originally wanted to be a chef. I didn't want to be this Food Network chef, but I just like to cook. I just like to cook. Um, Defending my mother years ago, I had to pay. I paid for that by not getting my school paid for, and I had to drop out. And I've been for the last, was it 30 for the last 30 years been just surviving, you know, um, and not being able to do anything. I have put people on pedestals and just stayed in this fantasy land for a long time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I need to come back down to reality. Um, One thing I came into conclusion is I'm going to start focusing on one credit card and pay it off. And people say don't close them, but I got a lot of little credit cards that I'm gonna start paying those off, and then I'm just closing them. I'm gonna keep a few of the big ones, and then the rest got to go. Um, and this is not a bad thing. The rest got to go. I got too many to keep up with. I added up how much I pay in credit cards a month, and I realized once I get these done and gone, I could have had my F-350 for what I pay for what I pay on my credit cards a month. You know, um, a lot of times, a lot of things that we talk about is just reality kicking in. You know, a lot of times that you just got to learn. I believe in that. I'm not mad and I'm not hurt. I've just been living in a fantasy for a minute. Um, I just got to start planning stuff out. Like putting stuff on layaway. You know what I mean? Instead of just putting stuff on credit cards. I don't want to stop cruising. I don't want to stop traveling. but I gotta start planning it a whole lot better. You know, I haven't been planning. I just been doing. You know, being this. You know that even my wife doesn't believe it, but you know, my emotions are tenfold. So when I do stuff, a lot of times it's like last minute or whatever, and it's like I gotta do it. I gotta do it now. And I have to get a handle. It's time to start getting a handle on it. And even if um, meditation or whatever, find me a book or something. I got I got baited into an argument on my birthday, which was horrible. When I realized, it didn't matter what I said. It didn't matter what I said. You get me? It didn't matter what I said. I got baited into it, and I was done. Um, it's time for some changes that need to come. Yeah, you're right. Good morning, you learn, and that's the thing. It's just even though you learn just coming in, but he, he he's a prime example. I put away during during the beginning of the pandemic because we couldn't go anywhere. I literally bought $3,000 worth of stocks at that time. I literally bought $3,000 worth of stock, and it was $50 here, $20 there, $100 here, and I have to go back and see how I did that, and then just take that money and pay off some of this stuff, so that when it's time to be able to do stuff, I'll have money already in the bank and saved up. You know what I mean? Uh, it's just like any other battle. It's any other thing in life. You just have to plan yourself out. Um, I have like stock that I'm paying off right now that I took a loan against my other stock to get it, and I know it's a good investment. But I'm just paying it off like a credit card. I want to pay that down. I want to pay everything down so that when I want to get what I want to get, I'll be able to go ahead and get it. Um, I've already decided I'm selling two of my lawnmowers and one of the core areas I got. I'm already decided those three guys got to go, and not they got to go because I'm in need, but one, I want to make room. Two, realities kicked in that I'll never be able to do what I want to do with them, so I might as well just let them go. I'm not gonna let them go for the cheap, but I'm gonna let them go. Um, let's see here. Oh, sorry about that. And good morning, Sammy Joe. Welcome in, welcome in. Um, I don't have, and again, I'm not talking down about myself. I'm not talking down about myself, but I don't have. I wouldn't say the capacity, but I know the things that I want and things that I'm gonna figure out. And this is what I did. Instead of just keeping it in my head, what I'm gonna do, I got 5 subject binders, you know, and I'm gonna start writing it down. Start writing them down. I got two of these guys. I'm gonna start writing them down, and when I want to get something, like again, I got a list of stuff that I want to do around the house. Um, I want to take care around the house. I have a list of stuff that I want to do to for my future. I have a list of stuff that I want to do for my personal benefit, and I got a list of stuff that I want to do, for my enjoyment. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just got to sit back and plan it out. Um, my birthday was freaking destroyed, so I'm gonna start planning out. I what I did was I went on. Good morning. What I did was I went on a Royal Caribbean. I wanted to do a Royal Caribbean. Um, I booked a cruise on them for 2025. That gives me enough time to do a little bit a month because I actually got that's going to be number 3. I got 3 cruises I'm paying on. But that gives me enough that I could put $25, $50, and put that in. But I want to do a Royal Caribbean, and I'm gonna start looking into you know um, just stuff like that. This might be a short live today because right now I'm thinking it's time to do some life changing stuff. It's time to change up. Time to have plan some stuff out, and time to do some stuff that I want to do and need to do before I get too old and not be able to do it again. You know what I mean? Um, the funny thing is, like I said in the beginning of this, I'm in a KW. It's an older model. It's got 375,943 miles. So that's telling me it's been around for a minute. Um, the funny thing is that the company that I work for has 2 colors: red for the dry side, which is the side that I'm on, and then gray for the refrigerated side. I've been here 7 years, and is part of one of my benefits is, and right now I'm close. I think I'm 825,000 miles I've driven for this company, and 25 more thousand miles. I get a certain amount of um, stock invested for me. Also, and once I hit the 1 million mile mark, I get to choose a new truck from myself, and I also get to choose the color. So it's going to be known for my truck. We call them 1 million mile trucks. Well, I'm in right now. I'm in an old 1 million mile truck. It's a dark burgundy. So I think, man, God's probably telling me um, I'm setting you up for the next level in your life. I'm setting you up so you can see how it feels to experience this. I'm setting you up for the next position in your life. Moving to the next position, the next level, the next thing is always scary. It's never, everybody acts like, oh, I'm ready, I'm blah blah blah. But moving to the next level in your life is always, if it's the true next level, it's always scary. It's always terrifying. You know, we don't realize what God has in store for us, and I you know, sometimes I have to get knocked over the head to see it. But now I actually, I'm actually aware of it now. I'm aware of it. I'm aware of the position that God has for me. But here's the thing: the devil is always there. He's always there to inform people closest to you that you're not ready for the next level. That you have never changed and will never change. You're always in the position of fighting for the right to show people that you are a changed person. The person that I was 10 years ago is not the person who I am right now. The person that I was 20 years ago is not the person who I am right now. The person that I was 30 years ago is definitely not the person that I am right now. The person that I was 40 years ago, totally clueless of life, is not the person that I am right now. You have to accept the fact that people, even those closest to you, don't want you to be happy. But you have to learn, I have to learn that we got to find some some remnants of peace, some remnants of happiness, some remnants of something that's going to make us and keep us. You know what I'm saying? Make us and keep us where we need to be. I'm still on that journey to figuring stuff out. I'm still on that journey just to figure some of this stuff out. Just to figure it out. You know what I mean? I never thought I'd make it to 56. And you learn, hey, congratulations, happy birthday. You know, people don't want you to be happy because they're jealous of your happiness. They're jealous of your peace of mind. They're jealous of the fact that you got it all together. They think you got it all together, but they don't know what's going on in the background. They don't know the mass confusion of what's going on in the background, but they want to make sure that you're not happy. They want to talk about you. They want to laugh at you. They want to talk down to you. They want to use you. They want to abuse you. But you know what? You got to learn how to be happy. Good morning, Wellness Fruit Mama. How you doing? I said, Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just like it, and I hate to say it like this, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I mean, I wouldn't change anything, but the focal point was defending my mother years ago. I might have been a chef. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie and say that I would have been a great chef. Probably would have been a corny chef, but I would have been probably would have been a chef. Would that have made me happy? I don't know. I don't know. And like you said, I'm gonna put that up there. I I think I feel the same way that your husband feels. I wish I would have made. Um, I wish I would have made better choices. But I have to deal with the choices that I made. You know what I mean? We have to deal with the choices that we made. We got a lot of people that you know. This YouTube thing, guys, is it's like it's like these guys they're going into the NFL. It's like these guys, and I'm sorry to say it like this. It's like these guys that go into the NFL or the NBA or you know professional boxing or or tennis, professional tennis, or you know only a only a few people gonna make it. Only a choice few gonna make it. Only a choice few gonna make it to the level that they can give up the you know give up the their full time job to pursue this. Yeah, we're saying, oh yeah, there's enough room for everybody. No, you're only gonna get a choice few that's gonna make it to that level. Now, I'm not saying you ain't gonna be the one. I'm cheering you on. Keep going. I fell into this and still find joy into doing this for the fun that I'm having. But the reality is kicking in when I watch my videos, when I watch my lawn care, when I watch. Wait a minute, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Wait a wait a minute. I should have did more studying. I should have I should not have did that. I should have not have did this. And it's kind of helping me because now I've said, like I said, I go back. Yeah, but Mike, it's kind of helping me in a different way. It's kind of helping me to think, okay, you like doing that? Yes, I do. I like um, I like doing what I do, um, but I could do it better if I fix this. I could work on this better if I pay off this. I could plan better. I could do a better video if I didn't do it at the last minute and saved up for this. Do you see what I'm saying? I you know good morning, Tamika. How you doing? Good morning again. Morning, Wallace from Sugar Mama. Get the moms, get the love. I what I'm kind of overall saying is I'm moving to the level of planning out certain things, still staying to the level of enjoying it, but planning it out. Like I said, I was talking about repairing my back fence. I'm gonna pile up, these pieces of wood and get the stuff and do that. And but I'm not gonna sit here and buy it all at one time. I'm gonna find a spot, put it to the side. I came up with another idea of a stump that I want to burn down. You see, that's why I got my book. I'm gonna start writing all this down, in spots. Okay, what can I do to get to the next level? What can I do that what can I do to get all these things done and make sure that I'm on a budget? Because again, I want to pay off these credit cards. When I pay off these credit cards, I promise you, y'all gonna see me in an F-350. It might not be a brand new one. No, I'm not even saying might not. It ain't gonna be a brand new one, but it's gonna be. That's the last vehicle I want. And the crazy part is, you know what? I think I really don't need one, but I think the reason that I want it is because my father had one. And when you say, what's the person that was saying that, looking on a bad decision, I want to go back and say, look, Daddy, I finally did it. I finally made it. I finally got, I got one too. Because regardless of how we have problems with our parents or whatever, we want to be like them. We want to be, we want even beyond the grave, we want them to be proud of us. Even beyond the grave, I want to say, look what I did. You could see in some of the videos that I showed when I was working on the small engines. My father used to be a mechanic, and then I recognized this, and I even said it in one of the videos. Like, hey, Dad, look what I did. I was trying to be like you. Hey, Dad, I fixed this. It might not be it might not be a big engine. It might not be whatever, but look, I fixed a engine, and I'm proud of that. That's why when you see my videos, they're not forced videos. These are stuff that you see that, hey, look at me. I've come from nothing, and this is what I'm doing and enjoying. And I'm not saying that in a sad way or a bad way or anything like that. I'm saying that in an honest way. See, that's why I'm on this. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. It's it's an honest way. It's because it's just like what Oldman said it one day. I like his lives because I say stuff that people are afraid to say, but you know you want to say it. We all we all have some kind of damage. We all have some kind of problem. We all have some kind of whatever that we've hidden from the world. We've hidden from everybody, but it still bothers us eternally. We all have something, and we all have to deal with something. The fact that we have to deal with it, the fact that don't shove it so far down that you don't realize that there is a problem. Now, I'm far from perfect. I'm far from this perfect whatever. I'm just full of faults, full of mistakes, like you said, full of regrets. But it's not intentional. You know what I mean? It's not intentional. At this point in my life, I should be, we should be coasting with this crazy economy, this situations that are going on in the world. We don't know about the dollar and the United States doing all this stuff that's coming back to roost, keeping Africa under their thumb when these people have had enough. They've had enough, and now they're fighting back. The thing that we need the most to blow up the world 10 times over, uranium, it comes from that country in Niger. France was getting the uranium from that part of the world. Imagine you got to dig this mess up. This mess is radioactive. So you got some poor African man that's probably going to die at an early age because he mined this mess. And the people around him are going to die from the radioactivity because they mined this mess. And they only got what? I think it was like, was it 80 cents a kilogram or something like that? Or it was some ungodly amount that was ridiculous when it was like $200 a kilogram or some crap like that. And Africa is moving to this different monetary, system, which is taking us out of the system, which might crash the dollar and all that money that we have saved. But for my 10% on my 401k, all of these things, you know what I mean? Let me see. Like, all of these things have added up. The world's in turmoil. We send billions and billions of dollars to countries that you know really ain't with it with us. I don't want to get into that, but you know what I mean. Uh, People like me that are alone 99.9% of the time. You guys will never. And now the person that's the husband is the truck driver. Ask him. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows how I feel. When you're alone 99.9% of the time, how you think you're gonna act when you see another human being? Hey, how you doing? Hey, woo, hey, how you doing? You want to talk? You want to do all that? I stay away from folks because again, I absorb that negative energy. But don't get it twisted. I miss just having conversations. I miss talking to people. I miss that stuff adds up in my life. But see, you got all this negative energy just gets me. That's why a lot of times I'm, I'll be in the, I'll be in the thing watching you crochet and you're smiling. I'm like, yo, that is peaceful. That's pretty cool. Or I'm watching this one. I'm watching Mike with his 90 different jalapeno pepper plants. you know, um, but that's all right. I go back to the days where, see, I call you guys are my digital friends. Oh, Charles, when we get off this live, bro, you need to call me. boy, oh boy. Hey, Charles, I made now that you're in here, I'll send you. I sent you the information. I don't know if it went through. Um, I I I booked a cruise on Royal Caribbean, an inside cabin. So I'm going down the hill a bit. An inside cabin on Royal Caribbean on the newest ship that it's being built right now. It's being built right now for March of 2025. So you know the routine. You got enough time. So I want we need to check this one out. It's the one that it's a mega ship, and but we we've okay. I done hit the in this digital age, you know, it's got its good and its bad. But I think the blessing that came out of the monotony that has happened is someone else is seeing the same thing that I've seen. Someone else has went through the same thing that I went through, but you just ain't say it. But you came over here because you heard it. I never had this plan to do a live from Monday through Friday or whatever. I never had a plan to do a live period. But this ungodly amount of YouTube hours that you have to move to the next level, the next position, the next part of being on YouTube. Yeah, I had to get this practice. I had to get up there. I had to show my face. I had to, hey, welcome to my channel. Welcome. you know, and I started letting go and started working on certain things. Now I've made mistakes, made a whole lot of mistakes, still making mistakes, but they're not intentional. I'm not trying to be intentionally mean. I'm not trying to be intentionally hurtful. I'm not trying to be, because guess what? I don't want it done to me. So why would I do it to you? Why would I do it to you? Do you see what I'm saying? Life is precious. Every breath that you take, that I take, that we all take every morning is precious. You don't know when your last breath will be taken. I look back some 9 years ago when I almost lost my life, and when I came real close. I thank God every day, every moment, every minute, every second, every hour. Yeah, every hour. And like you said, yeah, and like you said, and you're right, Fifi. That's good. Thanks for saying that. Even though, guys, I'm sounding negative this Monday morning, I'm really not. I'm saying this trying to be positive in a positive way. Is when you get a chance today, evaluate, reevaluate, and understand the blessings that you have. Understand the situations that you have. Understand that it ain't that serious. Come up with a plan. Come up with a direction. You know what I mean? If you look at it, I never thought I'd be to the position that I have 10% of my 401k coming out of my check. Exactly. Let me put that out there. You said focus on, and it's time to reset. It's time to reset. It's like, remember on the old video games, you could hit the reset button. It's time to it's time to hit the reset button. It's time to hit the reset button. If it wasn't so dark out, wellness Fukuma, I'd come work out with you today, but it's kind of spooky out here. Um, it's time to reset. Y'all pray for me, and the reason I'm saying that is I need to let go of this addiction. Freaking peanut butter. I don't need it, but I keep buying it. I think that's my new alcohol. y'all pray for me. I don't need that. I need to get back to the low carb and the low this. And how low can you go? Y'all pray for a brother. I don't need that. All right, Odom. Thanks for coming in, bro. Appreciate you. We about to shut it down in a moment anyway. Uh, but I think that's a good that would have been a good I think that would have been a good uh, to say the subject. It's time for a reset. Uh, I done got two lackadaisical. I don't know if that's a word or not. Yeah, it's time for a reset, and I'm yearning for it, and my body is asking for it. Uh, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down because you for the next 10 minutes you're gonna hear homina homina. No, we don't do that here. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate you. If you get a chance, hit that like button. If you get a chance, check out a video. I'd greatly appreciate it. Um, you guys have been a blessing in my life, and I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, my body's telling me. I was my truck was broke down last week, and it was trucker appreciation week, and this is how they do. Oh, well, we got you some Subway, we got you this, we got you all this cookies and junk, and I was just lapping it up. I was eating all this junk for a whole week, and really, if the company is doing all the drivers are going to be on the road, so only the people that are going to get that food is not the drivers, is the dispatchers and the mechanics and the people that work in the yards. Those are the people that are getting that food. So why don't you give me a bonus? Why don't you say, hey, thank you, we'll give you a $25 or $30 gift certificate? You know what I mean? Don't give me that crap. How about putting out a freaking salad, a bowl of salad or something? You know, how about having some low carb bread, something to help my fat ass out? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like later on the day, when I stop the day, I even got a notebook. I'm gonna write out all my credit cards and the totals, and I'm gonna start focusing on the lowest one, and I'm gonna start knocking them out. I'm done. And I'm gonna start planning out gifts and whatever. Stop throwing them on these damn credit cards. You know what I mean? uh, and I'm gonna start figuring this mess back out again. But I'm gonna go ahead, like I said again, shut it down. Thanks guys for coming in. Thanks guys for being a part of this journey. Hopefully we'll have a more positive one tomorrow. Uh, no, I'm fat. You just don't see it under this baggy shirt. I mean, see this shirt used to be. I used to be bigger than this. This shirt used to be. I mean, this shirt used to be tight. I kind of like the fact, but this shirt used to be tight. You're right, and I am gonna get this dead out of here. Um, but again, guys, I just want to thank you for coming in. Thank you for being part of this live. My average is around like 8. I remember when it was 4, 3, 2, 1. So thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for being a part of this live. And as always, if you don't believe that no one loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. Peace out. God bless. Y'all have a blessed day. See y'all tomorrow.